forcing them onto the retreat. Hooray! And things are actually beginning to look a bit bleak for AlCoHolic after his rather nice turn up round after my fortunate move there with the assault. Panther taking quite a bit of damage, will have to retreat. But anti-tank gun is cleared out by the Tiger. Sherman charges in, not entirely sure why. And we might be seeing this Yankee armor going kaput. Panther moving in, but does not risk it any further. And we are seeing a small engagement here. Stormtroopers continuing the fight here at the stairs. Riflemen getting torn apart up close. Stormtroopers already having almost 20 kills. But an American mortar is nearby. Not a bad idea, although I can't help but feel it is a bit too late. Had I been a bit earlier, I might have done a bit more. Stormtroopers might want to get out of there, and we are seeing some Grenadiers, in fact, with almost 40 kills, and now Veterans free for them as well. Anti-tank gun once more, almost going to be cleared out surely by that Tiger. Oh dear, Panther, oh dear, the rear armor was exposed. That was rather unfortunate, but Panther does get out of there. Airborne though, moving in, sensing weakness in the German armored lines. They move in, hoping to secure one kill. Knock out the Panther turning its frontal armor around. Airborne getting stunned by assault grenades. Panther almost repaired, at least the gun is working again. Assault grenades once more being dropped, but no, it is of no avail. And in fact we are seeing a veterancy free airborne team that is absolutely vicious. Practically doubling the amount of damage their recoilless rifles can do in the process. Panther is down, my goodness, Panzer V is kaput. Although the Sherman is also that, so that's a victory for the fatherland, of course. Mortar getting ready, Stormtrooper still holding out in the face of everything. And a reconnaissance run being spotted, which is rather making me fear for a bombing run right after, so of course I'm quick to move about my armor. So it isn't so easy a target. Airborne continuing to be dropped in. He's rather hoping for those recoilless rifles perhaps to do the thing. No, the Sherman is in fact still there, my goodness. And the airborne apparently being dropped right here. A bit of a curious move, in fact, straight amongst the middle of Grenadiers. And oh dear, a grenade raid amongst my Grenadiers. Assault grenades being dropped in return. Sherman on the field, full Grenadiers and Pioneers nearby. It sounds like someone were killed. Apparently by these Fulls Grenadiers who are now under the range of the mortar. Tiger moving in, and a Panzer IV on the field as well. The Panzer Lehr offering up some of its slightly lighter armor. Not being able to spare any further Panthers. And the Veterans free Rifleman team are coming under quite a bit of fire from all of this armor. Tiger and Panzer IV. The Tiger already with 16 kills and 1 armor kill. Probably more likely an anti-tank gun. Engineers getting blown to bits. In fact, let's be returning to me. Fully upgraded Blitzkrieg Doctrine as well. So no more command points to be gained. Tiger fully repaired, an absolute beast. Mach-schnell Tiger Group I hear extolled. And now the Panzer IV joins in as well. Nebelwerfer's hitting, clearing out the repair engineers. Oh goodness gracious. Riflemen holding out the best they can in this ditch, but they are not looking good. Sherman now with increased penetration due to Veterancy 2. Airborne moving in from the north with Veterancy 3, and a bombing run being called in. Oh dear. And the Panzer IV, my goodness, quickly knocked out by a combination of a bombing run and of course Veterancy 2 Sherman. That was rather unfortunate for me, rather good for him. Stormtroopers was also forced to retreat, but these Veterans free Grenadiers are still there, still a threat, still there for the fatherland. And looks like the Sherman is finally kaput. Yankee armor is no more. And now these airborne are left in a rather precarious situation. And Fulls Grenadiers are forced back from the western victory point. Stormtroopers might reclaim it though alongside these Fulls Grenadiers. And the eastern victory point is once more in the hands of Germany. Bunker going up, opting for medic bunker since I have absolutely no idea how longer this might continue. So I might as well prepare for some heavy attrition. And of course, rather interesting to see there's no really medic station from the Americans, or any real fortifications to sort of hold what they take. This, of course, I've seen a lot of combat. In fact, most of the fighting has in fact been right here over in the east, not in the west, where it might be easier, but right here in the east. As you might see, lots of scorch marks, lots of fortification, lots of wrecked armor. And Volksgrenadiers and Stormtroopers moving in on these riflemen with Veterancy 2. And we are seeing a single airborne moving in. That was a bit weird. Riflemen, though, coming under fire and are forced back. And the mortar, though, is still ready. And this house catches on fire most spectacularly, if ever briefly, and is now collapsing. Pioneers trying to salvage munitions, but are cleared out by these riflemen. A bit unfortunate, but the Tiger scores 3 kills with 1 hit, forcing the rest to get out of there most swiftly. And we are seeing a recoilless rifle left behind, in fact, but I'm not really noticing it. Airborne charge again, hoping to seize the Western victory point. Only 10 points left. Grenades being dropped. Stormtroopers are the only thing holding the line here. Only 2 left. Veterancy 3. Bundle grenade being thrown at these airborne. Killing only 1. That was a bit unfortunate. Not really doing much.
We're losing territory.
Medic bunker is ready, though. Counterattack will have to be set in. And in fact, fresh Stormtroopers are hitting the field. Rather figuring I want out as much infantry as possible to really hit this position as hard as possible, as fast as possible, so he can't really dig in and prepare. Of course, it doesn't look like he's even trying anymore. Though the mortar is still ready. Might want to get a bit closer, though. Volksgrenadier is charging in. In fact, he's abandoning the Western victory point, which is rather the wrong move, I might argue, at this stage of the fight. Stormtroopers, though, moving in, ready to support. Barely anything left for the 28th. Although most of what is left is highly veteran and, of course, know how to fight. There we go. Fight between Stormtroopers and Airborne. And Airborne taking quite a bit of damage. Might be lost, in fact. In fact, only 1 left. And GG. GG. Very GG. Since, of course, is in fact a very good game, I felt like. And Nibblewurf rockets now raining in. Good bit of sportsmanship from AlCoHolic as well. And a well played from me. So, there you go. A victory for the fatherland. Despite some heavy opposition and despite the fact that I actually made a bit of a mistake myself, victory has still been secured. So, what can we learn from this? Well, of course, choosing where to fight is actually quite important, and Mr. AlCoHolic sort of point to fight around my strong point didn't really suit him well. Of course, he did finally break through, but that was rather when I, of course, made the mistake of throwing away my armor in a rather stupid manner, which, of course, is the other thing to learn. Don't send in armor on attack unless it's fully repaired, in particular if you know you are dealing with an anti-tank gun. Really, learn from my mistake. That was not really good. That was actually pretty bad. Other things, of course, is medic stations could really have helped him in the longer run, but sadly he did not get it. Nor did he get any sort of weapons of the heavy sort. He could also, of course, try to sort of attack around my strong point, but that never really seemed to occur to him either. Just a bit of harassment occasionally. Although in the end it in fact switched all the way over to that northeastern victory point. And he did his best to sort of hold it, but of course able to press through. He didn't really lay down any mines to sort of protect it. And he did have a bit unfortunate tendency of letting his anti-tank guns be a bit too close to my heavy armor. And of course the heavy armor dealt with it as heavy armor is supposed to. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this fight. If you did, why not subscribe or tell your friends? And if you didn't, well, why not send in a replay of your own? And of course also another note, I am close to 500 subscribers, so of course feel free to subscribe, as when I do reach 500 I will be doing a second cast for that day. So feel free to invite your friends and let them know if you do feel this is a great channel. Cheers!